Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 4 here on the second week of the Legendary Beast. There it is. Couldn't get the words out. I stumbled over the Legendary Beast research event, and we are having us a pretty good time. We're Ultra 3. We've got some stuff to do, some things to go, and some places to grow. But, you know, it is what it is. We're having us a good old time. Everybody is at a good energy level, especially our Dragonite here. We had a double trigger from Gardevoir first thing in the morning. We got a trigger from Dragonite as well, so Dragonite should be at like 145. The rest of the team should be in a really good place, except for Vikavolt. That unfortunate energy recovery down is kind of getting in the way, but maybe we can get a skill trigger from Dedenne. Was not able to put Dedenne on the team overnight because Gardevoir had like 2 or 3 skill triggers all day yesterday, I forget, not many, and so the team was pretty rough, but let's see if we can get some extra tasty odds for breakfast. No, we can't have nice things around here. What am I talking about? Didn't I see yesterday's video? Of course we can't have nice things. Anyway, let's see what we can do. We might still be able to pull off a full odds extra tasty breakfast. It would be nice if we could. Definitely would not complain about it. You know what? We have a ton of apples. I might actually sell off those apples because I don't think we're going to use them anytime soon, and we're going to get a lot more by the end of the week. Yeah, that's the one thing about making these big dishes is that not really room for pot filler to get rid of some of the ingredients you don't really want. But 81,221, no full odds extra tasty, but it will level up next time we make a meal, which is going to be lunch. So, I don't know why I said it that way. I don't know. Things are weird, you know? Sometimes you just get so in the zone, you get weird. It happens. It is what it is. That is going to be not enough for Ultra 4, I don't think. No. We are pretty close. Definitely going to get there for sure, making lunch, but maybe even before we make lunch. But 200 sleep points will put us at a grand total of 2,593. I am all over the place today. I am in a good mood today. Let's see. Let's grab our daily lottery. I am in an even better mood today. 2 days in a row, we got 50 diamonds. What are the odds of that? Someone that's a math whiz, let me know what the odds of getting 50 diamonds 2 days in a row is, because maybe that means good things. The stump is empty. I did make sure before I went to bed last night that the Entei incense and the friend incense were both there. So let's see if it got rid of it again. I did see there was one other person that it happened to. Luckily, they caught it before they went to sleep, where they put the incenses on the stump and they both got removed. Luckily, they caught it, but I did not. I checked before I hit sleep now or whatever the button says that they were there. So we'll see what's up. That's definitely slumbering, or maybe, no, definitely slumbering. Okay. Not super helpful, man. Not super helpful. But we did get a good amount of drowsy power. It'll be like 130, 140, somewhere around there. 140.3 million drowsy power. It's a lot of 1 stars and a singular 3-star there. All right, well, maybe doesn't particularly bode well for the shards, but we'll see what's up. We'll see. Ooh, that is an adorable little Pommy down there that I thought for a brief moment was shiny. It looked like a dark pink. But no, sadness, sad day. Let's see what we got though. We got some good stuff. We are gonna get some good shards from the Entei that shows up. There it is. Okay, good. It did happen. That's nice. So we got Magnemite, Pichu, Pikachu, Entei, Schweel, Charmander, Swablu, Banette, Pommy, and Swablu again. There we go. Now we're getting decent shards. There's a couple things here that I would like to catch. Well, let's see what's up. Doop-a-doop. Pommy's hungry, that's good. Pikachu's hungry, that's okay. Magnemite, come on, one more. No. We needed the Entei to be hungry. We needed that Entei to be hungry, man. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Okay. Well, it is what it is. So let's do what we gotta do. Let's go to the event shop, which is up here. We have 604 Pokemon materials. Let's buy the 2 cheap biscuits first. Let's see what happens. I don't like this. I don't like this. I did already buy it. Yep, I already bought the Master Biscuit and caught another Entei, so it's not gonna work. Premier Biscuits. Come on, buddy. Love me. Love me like I love you. No, that's not a big hit. Okay. 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 Give him another Premier Biscuit. Come on, buddy. You love me. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. Well, you kind of love me. You're not full. You're not full. Let's buy one of these expensive biscuits. Jeez. All right, we're gonna buy these one at a time. I don't want to buy too many and then end up full. Boop, boop, boop. A big hit there would have caught it. That's unfortunate. Still not full. Okay, all right. I don't like where this is going, but maybe all the effort we're putting in means it's gonna pay off. Still no big hit. Ah, no. Well, we caught it. I mean, we had to spend a lot of resources to do so, but we caught it. It's gonna feel real bad if this is not good. Odds are that it is better than what we have, though. I didn't look at that. Did we just get a big hit? I heard an interesting little sound effect. I didn't look at it. I was too busy like looking off to the side in sadness. Did we just get a big hit or a crit cap? It definitely sounded like it might have been one or the other. Okay, well. Let's catch the Palmy. We for sure want that. I swear, if you crit cap, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, good. Good. We got the Palmy. That's nice. We need a Pichu. We're gonna go catch that Pichu. I would like, if I had 2 premium biscuits, I would feed the Pikachu as well and take that home. Because we do need better berry finding Pikachu line Pokemon for our Raikou overstacking team. Sorry, Entei is on the screen. That's why. But, yes, I think that's all we're gonna do for today. Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna feed. We spent a lot. We spent a lot of resources on catching this Entei. I really hope it's at least better. It doesn't even have to be perfect. Just be better. Just be better than what I have. That's all I'm asking. 90 materials is all I got back. Didn't even break 100. Oh no, so many 4s. Oh no. Okay, well, honestly, whether this is good or not, our Entei hunt might be over, because I don't know that we have the materials, or that we're going to be able to gather the materials to catch a better one, or another one, I should say. But 13,461 research XP and 35,634 dream shards, which is a grand total of about 49,000 something. 49,095, something like that. I don't know. Something like that. There he is. Big guy. I am super nervous about this. Level 27 and naughty. Oh no. I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, I don't even want to look. ABA, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. I think AAB would have been better for the ratios there, but maybe not. Either way, oil is nice for salads, so that's good. That's good. Tomatoes also good for salads, just not for the coffee dress, but for salads in general. Not bad. All right, buddy. Oh, I don't even want to look. That looks like inventory up at level 10. No, it's Dream Shard bonus, which is not... Ooh, Skill Trigger S at 25. That's a good start. Dream Shard bonus is nice. Skill Trigger S is also very nice. Inventory... Ooh, yes, yes! Inventory up, helping speed. I really hope... I don't know what that nature is at all. I really hope it does not ruin everything. Sleep XP bonus at 100. That is a kind of not great capstone ability. We do get the... I forget what it is. The extra buff. because I've never had a Pokemon at max level, so I forget exactly how that buff works, that if your Pokemon's at max level, the XP you get, I think it gives you more candies, if I remember. It's been so long since I've thought about it, let alone talked about it, that I don't really remember, but I think that's what it is. Somebody that remembers, correct me in the comments, just for everybody else so that I'm not giving bad information, but I believe that's what it is. You get more handy candies every time you get a certain amount of XP over the max level, if I remember correctly. This nature, though, naughty. So no, I mean, I don't know if that's good, bad, or neutral. Yeah, I genuinely don't know which that is. Yikes, man. I mean, on the plus side, we can invest in these sub skills to make them better. Definitely PR39 is not the final resting place of this Entei. The question is, can it be made better than what we have already? And I think it might. I think we could probably make this better. Let's see, at level 50, we're looking at 2.3 versus 3.7, which is not fantastic, not great, but can we make it better with sub-skill seeds? I'm gonna go ahead and save this one because I feel like we can. I think we can make this better than what we already have. So let's save it. All right, 2.3 is what we're looking at right now. Let's max everything out. I probably would most likely do that. Yeah, it gets significantly better at level 50 now, which no surprise. 2.8, so we're within one skill trigger per day of perfect. The Dream Shard bonus is very nice. That's very nice to have. Honestly, not the nicest thing. If it would have swapped with 75, that would have been great. That would have been beautiful. At that point, we would have had exactly what we need. Honestly, hold on. At level 75, that's what we really need to look at because that's compared to perfect. Yeah, skill trigger S at 75 instead, but we do have the other 3. We have 3 out of the 4 perfect sub skills. We just have to get to 75 for it, which is not ideal, but it is a legendary. We are probably not going to find a better one. So I don't think this is that bad. The nature, I think, is really what's dragging us down. Let's see, 2.8. This is where it's really gonna be a weird situation. So 2.8 at 50. If we mint that nature, maybe it is better. 2.95. Surprisingly, it does get better. Huh. Okay. Okay, well, 2.95 versus 3.7. Okay, well, that gives us some answers. The last thing we need to do is we need to figure out, compared to the Entei that we have already, which is better. Okay, so there's the first one. That's the first one we caught. Let's go look at the other one. This new one right here. This bad boy here. It's gonna be this one. Okay, let's expand. Let's max all of this. Just to be thorough, let's max everything. Max. And then at 27, this new one outperforms. At 50, the new one outperforms. At 75, I feel like, yep, still outperforms. 2.5. Okay. If we mint this one, so we were at 2.5, now we're at 2.9. And then just for a control, let's duplicate you. And let's redo this. Let's clear everything out. Let's see, it was at level 50. Speed, triggers, inventory, careful. So speed, triggers, inventory, and then skill trigger S was the 75 with a careful nature. Let's see, where's careful at? There you are. Let's get rid of the mint. And okay, now we have a control. 3.88 versus 2.9. So we're still within 1 skill trigger per day of the max. Also, max that out. It's not going to make a difference, but it will show us a difference in the production. Okay, so I think no matter what, this new one is better. Let's see, 25. This one's perfect. So yeah, 2.8 versus 2.1. So only a 0.7 difference. At 50, we're looking at, again, no, that's 0.8 difference, not 0.7. And then at 75, it pulls away a little bit more because of that extra skill trigger S. The triple skill triggers are nice. Yeah, I think we have to use the mint to really, yeah, the mint makes a huge difference. Going from 2.5 to 2.9 is a big difference on this guy. So yeah, that's a big jump. The mint, I think, is definitely worth it on this one. We do lose the helping speed, but we get the skill triggers back. The question is it worth it right now? Like, not today, obviously, but like whenever we start investing, or is it better to wait? And I think it is, let's see, 2.6. Oh, wrong one. 2.6, 2.2. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Even as soon as we start investing, I think we need to mint this thing. So yeah, I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good Entei. It's not the best, but the Dream Shard bonus is very nice. And that's one thing that these production numbers, the number of skill triggers per day, is not taking into account, is that we are going to get extra Dream Shards while it's on the team, which is very nice. That's very nice to get more Dream Shards because it all adds up and it's the most valuable currency in the game. So while it's not the best thing we could have had at level 10, it's not like energy recovery bonus or something like that that doesn't feel as useful to me. I do like the extra Dream Shards, but maybe I am just a Dream Shard goblin at this point where it's like, gimme. I don't know. Also, pretty decent production as well. So not bad. I definitely think this is the one. I believe this is the Entei for us. Yes, it is definitely better. Like I said, we have looked. It's better than the first one we've caught. I need to redo the PR because I didn't look at it, so I know what to name this thing. It could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse, and it is better than what we have now. However, it's going to look pretty bad because we haven't put our sub-skill seeds into it just yet, but it will end up being so much better once we do that. And the mint, it turned into, I think it was like 81 PR, which is pretty good. It's pretty good compared to what we had before. Let me go ahead and put that little tiny M there to signify the mint. And now we got an Entei. Like I said, whether this was good or not, I think our Entei hunt was over because I don't think we're going to be able to get the materials to be able to hunt more Entei. So good thing that one turned out to be pretty decent. Definitely not the best legendary beast I've caught, but we went through a lot to get it, and you know, we should be appreciative of it, I guess. But we got a Palmot that is level 14 with cocoa, and milk. That's pretty cool. Kind of like that. Level 10 though. What do we got? What do we got? Dream Shard bonus again. Not the worst. Skill trigger S. If this is the exact same thing, it's gonna be really funny. Skill trigger S in inventory up S, helping speed S. Okay. And ingredient finder S. Well, the level 100 was different. The nature was also different. Ingredient finding up and energy recovery down is so weird. Mild nature. Also, super weird how many of those skills were the exact same. Sure. Mild. Ingredient finding. Wrong one. There it is. Okay. This could potentially be our our Palmot. At level 50, it's 3.8. Again, we are looking for 5 at 50. This may or may not get there. And honestly, I'm kind of having doubts now that I've looked at it. 3.8, I don't think we're going to make it to 5. I don't think that this full investment is going to get to 5. But we'll see. Yeah, 4.2. Yikes. Yikes, yeah. Not enough. Not enough. I thought the skill trigger in the inventory would help. The speed is nice, but we got to get it all the way to 75. We got to get it all the way to 75 for it to be that good. Yeah, PR 99 at 75. I mean, at 75, it's very good. The question is, do we put up with a little bit of subpar for really good later on? And honestly, I don't think so, because now that I'm looking at it, it still doesn't hit 5 at 75. So if I'm trying to hit 5 at 50, and we're not even hitting 5 at 75, it's out of here. Out of here. If this would have been probably even a speed of help nature would have fixed this problem. But definitely a main skill chance up nature would have solved this. Speed of help, does that at least give us 5 at 5? No, 4.6. 4.6 is not great. Not great. Okay, so we would have had to have gotten. Let's just do gentle. Let's do gentle. See what happens. I think that might have done it. Yeah, that definitely would have helped. Still not enough. 4.8. Wow. So even if this had been better, 4.8 is what I've already caught. I already have one that can do 4.8. So still couldn't beat that. Okay, well, this Palmy going to live with the professor, sadly, not as good as I had hoped it would be. All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on. Pichu. I forgot what I had caught completely. This one actually is probably going to stay a Pichu if it has berry finding. So we're going to go ahead and rate it as a Pichu this time around. Doesn't have berry finding at 10. Triple apples. That's all right. That's pretty good. Pretty okay. Pretty all right. Come on, buddy. Dream Shard bonus. Yep. As is the standard for today. It is very strange when you catch multiple Pokemon how many sub-skills end up being the same. It's very odd how that happens. Skill level up, M, helping bonus. I got very surprised and excited about that, but then I remembered this is a Pichu that needs berry finding and does not have it. And naive, XP gains up, main skill chance down. So yeah, this is definitely not going to be what we're looking for. Yeah. Definitely not. All right, well, we can just go ahead and move on. This ain't it, Chief. I can tell you that right now. That Pichu is going to live with the professor. Palmy and Pichu going to live with the professor. 2 new electric mouse friends. Speaking of electric mouse friends, nope, no skill trigger. Well, we tried. All right, we do have new news, I believe. We do. Yes, update contents version 2.12.2. How enlightening, how insightful. This tells me so much. Bug fixes. It's definitely not fixing the crashes. It's still happening to me. I had 3 or 4 yesterday, and I've already had 1 this morning. So I don't know. I don't know if they're fixing it or not. It is the crash where the loading screen crashes. That's where it's happening to me. Whether it is it doesn't matter what menus I'm going in between. Anytime I'm going in between menus where the loading screen needs to pop up, there's a decent chance it's crashing. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope they fix that soon. It's getting kind of annoying to have it happen multiple times a day. So, yeah. Hopefully they get on that. But seems I'm not the only one. There were a lot of folks that said they were also experiencing a lot of crashes, especially since the last big update. Hopefully they get it fixed soon, because I know as much as it frustrates me, it frustrates everybody else. So hopefully they get on top of that. But let's check our community reports. Maybe we got some more Entei candy to put into our Entei we just caught. We got 37 reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The doubled up out of 37. That's pretty good odds. That's pretty good. That's a little over a third, a bit over a third. So not bad. Not bad at all. All right. How many legendaries? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems like not that many today. 6, 7, 8. Nope, there they are. They were just all in a row. 9, 10. All in a row. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We got one more. 18. Yep, 18 out of 37. Right about half. Not bad. Not bad at all. 11 Pokemon materials is very nice. Only one that was a singular. Not too bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. We need all the materials we can get after spending them all on biscuits today. At least it paid off is all I can say. At least it paid off. Sort of. It wasn't perfect, but you know what? It is a lot better than what we had. All right. Well, let's collect from everybody. Let's see what we can get up to. Really hoping for some extra tasty odds, but didn't get it. We got a lot of potatoes yesterday. I collected a couple hours after recording from Meowscarada and actually got some really good potato rolls. So we got to where we needed to be. We do still need some more of everything. I'm trying to get enough oil to where I can take Dragonite off the team, because Dragonite is the one that generally keeps his own energy full and I don't have to worry about it. So it's a solid candidate to take off the team for something else. But I think I do need to put Charizard back on the team. I took him off for a minute for Dedenne. We need to stay on top of coffee. Pretty much need to stay on top of everything right now, to be completely honest. But let me check the team's energy. Let's see where we're at. We might be able to even take Gardevoir off the team. The team's energy is looking pretty solid. 24, 12, 10, 44, 24. Okay, it's not bad, but it's not great. Let's get Dedenne off the team for now. I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna let's put Meowscarada on the team first, since Feraligatr can bring in some sausage. We don't need it immediately. So let's get Meowscarada for the potatoes. Let's get Gardevoir off the team for Charizard. Yeah? Do I want to do that? No. No, let's leave Gardevoir on the team. Let's try to get more energy first. I think that's the proper play. Try to get some more energy on the team before we do that. 13 candies. How far is that going to take us? Not far. Yeah, not far. All right, well, we'll leave it as is for right now. The Dream Shard bonus is very nice. I would love to get him to level 50 for that skill level up, but it actually doesn't matter right now because we have the bonus +5 since it's a water type for the event. So it triggered the other day and gave me like, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000 strength, which was really nice. So I wish that Feraligatr triggered a little bit more, but sadly, no luck. Just some berries. Just some berries, but they are good strong berries. 208, not bad. All right. Not oil. That was the oil, not the oil I needed. Okay, well, not really much we're doing with the team. With salads, we're unfortunately having to stay on top of ingredients. We are getting to run Feraligatr a lot for the sausage, which is helpful. I would like to run Ninetales instead, but at the same time, we do get the plus 10% faster for Feraligatr instead of Ninetales, which helps. Plus the sausage helps. Plus, every time we can get that skill trigger, that also helps. I feel like I'm having to stay on top of ingredients more this week than I did last week. And yeah, I think I'm not really sure why it's happened that way. I think it's because we just don't have as many Pokemon that have the types that line up with the event. So that's unfortunate, but we're still making good progress. I am still pretty confident in our ability to get to Master 5. We're halfway there. We're just about halfway through the week. Plus, we got Sunday, which is going to help out. So I'm still pretty confident we can hit Master 5. And really, that's the goal, just to get those final materials and hopefully not leave any on the table and buy as much out of the shop as we can. And speaking of materials, we did go to bed on time 3 times for 50 more. We completed 2 regular weekly missions, the 15 biscuits for 3 small handy candies, which we do need. And then the fire type small candies, 5 of those, also very helpful. And we are very close to the water. We're about halfway on the electric, so we got a little ways to go, but we can get there. We just need to put the Dene on the team overnight. Maybe we can get to a point to be able to do that tonight. That would be nice. Gardevoir, send us off with a skill trigger. Nope, sad day. All right, well, we're back up to 295 materials. I am going to, before we're done, I'm going to purchase the Raikou incense and the Suicune incense. But I'm not going to do that yet, just in case crazy shenanigans happen. I will buy those before it's all over. I would like to get the stones if possible, but I think with how much we had to spend to get that Entei, it's going to be pretty rough to be able to afford that and the main skill seed, which is still a high priority. So those are my main priorities right now, getting that main skill seed and getting the incense. I want to also get one of these Entei incense to keep in my inventory as well to try to force that 3-star later on down the road. So at least we'll be able to get the cheap ones for Raikou and Suicune to try to force their 3 stars later. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And then I would like to buy more Premier Biscuits to have those turn into Great Biscuits later on, but that's expensive. And I don't think that's the best play. I'd rather get the stones because, yeah, getting the Great Biscuits is cheaper than the stones in terms of what we can buy for sleep points. So I'd rather get the stones just to have them on hand because they ain't cheap. 1,400 sleep points is crazy. But that's where we're at right now. We're in a really good spot. Like I said, still hopeful we're going to make it to Master 5. Not hopeful, optimistic. No, not that. Confident. That's the word. Still confident we're going to make it to Master 5. Things are going well. We caught us our Entei. The Entei hunt is over. The Raikou hunt is over. And the Suicune hunt was over very quickly, a long time ago. So we're in a pretty good place, legendary beast-wise. So, you know, that's where I'm going to wrap it up for today. On a positive note, we're in a good place. But thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. And a huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, White Husky Star, JP Body, Rogue Bastion, Josh Garrett, SDK Posse, and Blushing Sarah. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, you could do so for as little as $1 per month by clicking that join button right below this video. And while you're down there, you can also find links in the description to my Ko-Fi, the Discord, and the live stream channel, so you can come hang out with us, talk about Pokemon Sleep, and, you know, join us while we play some other fun games that aren't necessarily Pokemon, but we have fun anyway. But other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.